Oh, crisis in Sudan. Yep, it's a war zone. And the problem with the war zone, the generals there know they overthrow the government. And why would they do that? Well, they happen to be sitting in a few billion barrels of oil. That's why. And the Chinese are who used to be, and which China set up a couple of decades ago. They told the president, I guess, asked China to help them to build a railroad, help set up their oil because they were sitting on billions of barrels of oil. And how the Chinese, oh yeah, we will do this. They built the president palace, and they figure they're going to get deals in the oil. And they built a couple arms factories, making guns. And to get everything else, and they basically said, you got South Sudan that's sitting on a lot more oil than North Sudan. So North Sudan invaded South Sudan, and it's Muslims against Christians, religious warfare, and that is a crisis there now. Thousands of Christian families are fleeing Sudan, or if they stay, they get killed. They get butchered. The men who fight die. The women who get raped. The children are slaughtered. Hey. That's religious warfare. And who's going to win? North Sudan. What will the United Nations do? Complain. What will the United States do? Complain. Line in the sand. Doesn't make any difference. North Sudan can get arms from Russia, North Korea, China. Who else sells guns? Oh, yes. And it should be crisis. And the base of the United Nations say thousands of people are starving to death, and the United States should give money so they can buy U.S. grain, because they can't get U.S. grain, or they can't get grain from Ukraine for the Russians, unless the Russians take a part of the cargo ship. Yes. What's also happening in Ukraine, in the Sudan, is happening in Afghanistan. The food bank needs to go in there and feed the few million Afghans who are on the verge of starving, which they've been doing for the last 6 months. As one report was, the woman said, "How can I feed my 11 children? One meal a day doesn't satisfy them." 11 children. That's a lot of children for a family. Well, that's not. It's a typical U.S. Republican family has 11 children, 12 children. I guess it's 12 children. Now, of course, I have something to say about that. The gay guys, Republican gay guys, only have 3 children. But that's a wholly different thing. But yes, and where else is this spilling over? Egypt needs grain, high population. Kind of like a military dictatorship too in there. A lot of African countries need grain. Well, India used to export. They don't do it anymore.